Hey everybody, what's up? This is Call223 with another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle again. I'm going in and I'm using my mix team here against Carnage Evil, aka Joe, from one of my previous battles. And so we agreed that we were going to have a mixed battle. I lead with my Weavile, he leads with the Zambipom, and then he tells me, oh yeah, I just have UU Pokemon. It's not a mixed team. So I'm like, okay. So I predict him to go and use Fake Out on a Zambipom, and I'm going to switch into my Miss Maggie's because it's not going to take it. He goes for the Taunt, thinking that I'm going to be a Calm Minder, but I go straight for the Psychic, get off some good damage on it. Now I'm going to go for another safe Psychic, because I'm pretty sure he's going to switch out. He hasn't one of those Zambipom yet. And it's going to hit an incoming Porygon 2, get a crit, and a special defense drop. So now he's going to have to switch out his Porygon 2, also. So he brings in Steelix, and I just go for another Psychic, because I figure, alright, I'll still keep on using Psychic, and maybe he'll think that I'm choiced in some way. And now I'm going to switch out, just to make, still try and bluff that choice. He goes for a Curse as I bring in my Donphan, and I know that it's really not going to do too much against my Donphan unless he has Gyro Ball, which I'm kind of fearing. But he switches out, afraid of the Earthquake, as I go and I set up a Stealth Rock. And he switches into his Gastrodon, and I don't remember exactly why, but this Gastrodon was a pain in the neck on one of our other battles. So I switch into my Miss Maggie's, and he's going to go and Toxic me. I was thinking that he might go for the Ice Beam or something like that. And he switches back out into his Steelix. I'm going to hit him with a Shadow Ball, and it still really doesn't do much against it. So I'm poisoned right now, but I think I'm going to go and I'm going to try stalling him out a bit. Just see what he's going to do, not try and let him set up any. So I go for another Shadow Ball, he goes for another Curse. And now I think I'm going to stay in and do one more Shadow Ball, because I'm not too concerned about losing my Miss Maggie's due to Toxic, because I'm still doing a good amount of damage to his Steelix. I hit him with another Shadow Ball, he's just under half, and now he's going to rest, which means I can pretty much free switch into whatever I want, and he's going to also switch. So right now I'm going to go out into my Gyarados, and get off an Intimidate, and he is asleep? Anyways, he switches into his Porygon 2 now, and traces my Intimidate, which, grr. But, I'm gonna go for the Dragon Dance, and pretty much I'm back at neutral, and I'm fast. I'm fearing a T-Bolt from him, so but I'm still gonna go for the Waterfall anyways, just hoping that I could kill it off, because I know I'm faster, and he goes for the Recover. So, kind of thinking that the T-Bolt's going to come anytime soon, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to use Taunt on this turn if I don't stay in. Alright, so I switch into my Donphan, thinking that the T-Bolt's coming. He goes for the Recover. Not sure why. Well, obviously to recover his HP, but I think he was going to... I think he thought I was going to go for another attack. He uses Ice Beam as I switch into my Weavile, because I'm pretty sure he's going to go for the Ice Beam, because, you know, who wouldn't Ice Beam a Donphan? And I'm going to go for a Brick Break on him, which is going to do half. Not even. And then he shows me he definitely does have T-Bolt. Now, I'm just a little bit concerned, because I can, you know, switch into my Gyarados to take the T-Bolt, the Ice Beam, but then I'd have to also switch to my Donphan to take the T-Bolt. So, he switches into his Alakazam, and I'm going to hit it with a Brick Break. And I know that I'm faster than Alakazams, because I'm going to go for another attack, but he switches into his Gastrodon, which is pretty cool. Pretty good, because I guess he didn't want to lose his Alakazam, and I use Cross Scissor, or X Scissor, whatever you want to call it. So now I'm going to have to switch out, and he brings in his Gastrodon. I go for, he goes for the Stockpile, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to taunt him now, so he can't use Recover or Stockpile stall me anymore. But he goes for the Toxic, so really he's pretty much useless right now, because I think his only attacking move is Earthquake, which can't hit me since I'm part flying. He brings out his Porygon 2 again, which gets off another Intimidate on me, which is starting to get annoying, as I go for the Dragon Dance, to go back to neutral and have +1 speed. So, right now, I'm going to go and I'm going to switch out, because I still don't want to get hit by a T-Bolt, and I'm going to Death Fodder my Weavile, but he uses Toxic, which, I guess that's good if I were to switch into my Donphan, but I didn't, so it was kind of smart for him. I go for the Pursuit, because I don't think it wants to stay in, since it could take a Brick Break. And he does switch out into his Steelix, but now I'm going to die from the Toxic. So, meh. Oh well. He's got a Sleeping Steelix out right now, so I'm going to bring out my Shooting Star, my Hitmonchan, hit him with a Drain Punch, and I think it's going to do about half, I'll say. Never mind, it's a critical hit, and it kills it in one hit. So it's kind of unfair. I got 2 critical hits and a special defense drop, which forced him out to switch before, but I'm pretty sure that that's not going to be the last critical hit of the match either. He brings out his Alakazam. I switch into my Mismagius just to death fodder it, and it goes down. And I notice he's got Life Orb on him right now, so that's going to pretty much guarantee that I'm going to take him out with one Ice Shard. And I do. So there we go, that's another sweeper out of the way. Now pretty much all he has is Walls. Walls and this Ambipom, which I can't switch my Mismagius into now because I just lost it. He hits me with a Fake Out, and it doesn't do much. Because, you know, I'm Donphan. Donphan is awesome. And now I'm going to hit it with another Ice Shard, because I know he's faster than me. I'm going to try and kill it off, but he goes for the U-turn and manages to kill me off first. But, I mean, not kill me off, he kills himself off, gets a critical hit, which is pretty funny because I'm still well over half. And he gets to switch into his Porygon 2, it takes rocks damage. Now I'm going to go for the Ice Shard to kill it, but this thing is very defensive, and I don't kill it. And he gets his Recover off, which means that I have to work away all that HP again. And pretty much the only thing that can do that would be my Gyarados, but I'm scared of my Gyarados getting T-bolted. So now I'm pretty sure he might go for the Ice Beam, if not he'll go for the Recover, which he does. And I'm going to go for a Drain Punch on his Porygon 2. He switches into his Gastrodon, and I obviously Drain Punch it. It's going to go down to about a quarter of its health, and get some health back with its leftovers. I go for another Drain Punch because I'm pretty sure it's going to finish it off. I don't remember how much it had when it came in, but it does finish it off. And I was going to bring out Sceptile, his last sweeper, which was a little bit of a problem for me, just because now he can just keep switching in and out, and he can go and use his Leech Seed on me and get his HP back. So if I try and go for an Ice Punch with Hitmonchan, he could switch into his Porygon 2. If I try and Stone Edge it, he goes and he uses his stupid Substitute. And of course, another critical hit. That's the 4th one of the match, I think. But that one didn't matter because he had a Substitute. And he keeps getting his HP back, which is frustrating, to say the least. He switches into his Porygon 2, and right now I think I switched also? No, I didn't switch. I lied. I lied there to you people. I go for a Dragon Dance. There we go. And that's going to put me back to neutral. He's going to keep stealing my HP away, but I'm not too concerned because of the... No, I am concerned about losing my HP. Never mind. I go for the Taunt. He goes for a Toxic. Not sure why he's not going to kill me off right now with a Thunderbolt. But, oh well. And now I'm going to switch out into my Hitmonchan. I'm going to take the Ice Beam. And am I going to survive? Yes, I am, because Hitmonchan has great special defense. I hit it with the Drain Punch, and it is a critical. So that is the 5th critical hit of the game. Not sure if that also mattered, because I'm pretty sure I'd be able to kill it in 2 hits anyways. And I'm faster than him, last time I checked. Anyways, Sceptile's his last Pokemon. He's going to go and Leech Seed me. I'm going to Drain Punch it. And that's going to be a good game, if I am not mistaken, which I am not. Hope you all enjoyed the battle. You can comment, rate, subscribe. Like the video, not rate it. Rating is outdated, and I need to get that through my head. So, see ya.